Okay. Light. Sorry about that. So, welcome back. It's me, Hazel. I wanted to get a little personal with you. And I wanted to talk about my ups and downs of fashion and my fashion over the years. I might have some visual demonstrations. I definitely will for my current fashion. I don't know about my fashion throughout the years because I try to get rid of that side of me as much as possible. So fashion has definitely been a bit of we have a mixed relationship. So basically, just to start this all off, from basically late elementary school to like senior year, I didn't really have a person that got me clothes. And it was mainly in it was mainly in middle school. It was mainly in middle school that this happened. And I didn't. So I'm the youngest, so I had a lot of hand-me-downs. A lot of things that weren't me, you know? I have 5 older sisters. So basically all the stuff that I had growing up used to be theirs. All the stuff that I had was not a lot because and I typically so I typically wore the same thing in middle school, and you know, it was mainly, you can ask anybody, it was a pair of gray leggings that went like to my mid-calf and a tie-dye t-shirt and Adidas All-Stars, you know, the ones with like the 3 lines. I got made fun of a lot, you could say. But since people are fucking pussies, they never said it to me, but they thought that I didn't know that they were saying this stuff about me. I knew they were, because, you know, and eventually it came back to me. It sucked because it was really out of my control. I would have loved to have different clothes, but I didn't have someone there to buy clothes for me or take me to get clothes. It sucked because my dad was like, oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not taking you. No, I'm not doing that. That's not my thing. What? In 8th grade though, I did have a shirt. I got a Spider-Man shirt. And then black leggings that went to my mid-calf. You could say I had a style upgrade, if you will. Freshman year, kind of similar. I still wore leggings all the time. I didn't wear the tie-dye shirt. I wore like different shirts that I had. I had a hoodie that said LOL, you're not Tom Holland on it. Girl, put it to rest. Sophomore year was COVID. It was strictly online. I did not go to school in person. And that is when I had my dream phase. I spent probably $400 or $500 on his merch. I had hoodie after hoodie after hoodie. I had the normal lime green one with the smiley face. I had a pink one with a smiley face. I had a blue one with a rainbow smiley face. I had his 10 mil merch. But yeah, it had like him. It was like a crafting enchantment table. Not a crafting table, an enchantment table. And it was like his little white little blob. Honestly, when I got it in the mail, I hated it because it had like a costumey texture. Like, you know that weird like fabric that all costumes are made of? It was that same fabric. I hated it. So that was my main fashion. And also skirts. I was obsessed with skirts. I wore so many skirts. I also had this black lingerie top that I didn't wear as lingerie. I wore it, like I put it under, like I tucked it into pants. Honestly, it kind of served cunt. I actually wore it to my Beyonce concert. The Beyonce concert, it wasn't my personal Beyonce concert. So, I can't breathe when you're not there. Yeah, that's mainly what I wore. And then junior year was when I went back to school in person. And I wore Dream merch to school. I had this lime green zip up jacket. I also wore this like jean skirt. Oh my god, it makes me want to literally die thinking about it. That was mainly my fashion junior year. And then we went to senior year. I switched schools because it was a big thing, but I'm gonna tell you it. It was sophomore year, online, and I was really depressed, and I failed basically every single class I took, online class that I took. So basically, like, I think going into your junior year, your junior year, they like advised you to have 17 credits. I had 12. I had 12 credits, and I went to my counselor, and I was like, I don't want to be in this school anymore. I hate this school. And maybe I'll tell some story times from high school on another day, because maybe I'll have Mia back on and we can tell stories from that school, because oh my god. And I was like, I can't be here anymore. This school is hell. It's so nightmarish. I can't do it. And my counselor was like, I don't want you to drop out of school. Like, you have a lot of potential. I don't want you to drop out. Can we discuss some alternatives? And I was like, I mean, it can't hurt. We started discussing alternatives, and I had mentioned a high school in town that's like a smaller high school. It is tiny, and it's like an alternative high school. It's still a public high school, but you have to take you have to fill out like a form and then meet with the principal. Basically, they would decide whether or not you'd be a good fit in the school. Luckily for me, one of my sisters had previously gone to that school, and she had a good reputation. She was loved by the teachers. So I basically had like a guaranteed spot. And I met with them. They were like, yeah, we'd love to have you. But my counselor was also like, there's this credit recovery program where you can go for 9 weeks to get back lost credits. So maybe you can do that for the remainder of the year and then go to the other high school to finish off your high school years. I was a little iffy. I was like, nah, I don't know. She was like, I mean, I really think it would be a good idea, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, and she's like, can you at least like do an interview, like do like a, thing with the director? And I was like, sure, can't hurt. I did the interview, and not to toot my own horn, but the director, she loved me. And like the co-director, she also did, because like the main director we met with both of us, briefly talked about what the thing would be like, then met with my dad solo, and I went to the other co-director and met with her alone, and basically told her about my life basically, and shit like that. I decided that I actually think it would be a really good idea if I went to this program. My counselor was like, you're still most likely going to graduate later, but not as late if you get some credits back. Hair in my nose. So I was like, okay. And I went for 9 weeks, and I grinded my ass off during those 9 weeks. That's another thing that I can also tell stories about, because, oh my god, I worked really, really hard during those 9 weeks from March to May. I went from having 12 credits to 21 credits, bitch. And I was told at the end of the credit recovery thing that I was going to be graduating early that upcoming December. Going from graduating late God knows how late, to graduating a semester early, I was really proud of myself, and I still really am. And then I transferred to the other high school, finished off the last couple of months there, and then I graduated. When I was in senior year, I wore a lot of the stuff that I still wore now. I wore jeans, t-shirts, tank tops. So that's why when we're gonna go into what my style is now. So I wear a lot of the same things. Not like the same things over and over again. I mean, yeah, but like the same style of things, because obviously. So this is like an example. Five Nights at Freddy's. I wear a lot of big t-shirts. I wear a lot of tank tops. So like I have a lot of different, this is not even all of them. I have a pink one. I have an orange one. I have another orange one. I have a tan one. I have a blue one. I have like a maroonish brown kind of one. I have a lavender one. I have a yellow one. I have a brown one. I have a green one. And I have a red one. Again, these are not all of them. I have a lime green one. I have another, something else. There are a lot of... I just slammed my fingers. T-shirts like this. Beyonce. Beyonce. This is one of my favorite t-shirts that I own. I fucking love it. It has all of like the different acts from her Renaissance World Tour. I got this off TikTok Shop, but you can probably get it. I've seen it on Etsy too. We have a cat with a sword in its mouth. I got that off of Redbubble. For free, actually. It's a long story. My baby daddy. Literally the father of my children. Bonnie. Because he's my favorite FNAF character. My cat's like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? I have the Squidward painting. I have South Park. I got this from Hot Topic. And then we have Daryl Dixon, the other father of my children. If you're like, where does she get all these shirts? All of the ones that have like people on them, like the Beyonce shirt, the Spencer Reid one, all come from Etsy. All of it, bitch. Then we have, I am going to apologize now. Yes, all of the tank tops that I have and all of the pants that I own are from Shein. I am sorry, I do regret it. I don't regret it because they're really cute, but I don't buy from them anymore. And yeah, so I just wanted to throw that out there. I already gave them my money, you know, I'm gonna wear it since I already gave them my money. We have, hey, you come here often? I have these. These are some jean shorts with Care Bears on them. Obviously, you're not blind. I mean, you might be, and that's totally okay. I have these pants. They have some flowers on them, some butterflies over here. Really cute. These, they're kind of giving Harry Styles, I feel, even though I'm not a Harry Styles fan, so I might be completely off with that. I have these jeans. These have little things on them, and then it has a little butterfly right here. I got these pants. These are actually not from Shein. These are from a small business online called Betty Berry. These are their candy jeans. They're not in stock right now, I don't believe, but maybe they'll bring them back. I don't know, but they're like a little, like, they like go thrifting and then they sell them online. And then I have these pants. When I'm at home, I'm typically lounging in a big shirt like this, and I have like these on. They are, hey, they are like biker shorts. I just got them off of Amazon. I'm sorry. I hate Jeff Bezos as much as all of you. But damn, he got some good biker shorts. So yeah. I think fashion, along with a lot of other things like, you know, I forgot what I talked about in this. I don't know if I already mentioned this. I also throw on depends on my mood that day, because I do have to mention that I am what you would call built different. I grew up in the tundra, and I am basically just like immune to the cold. I do well in the cold, you know, I do prefer it over the heat, which is so fun because the earth is heating up every second. So yeah, I grew up in Colorado, so I dealt with the I dealt with the cold weather growing up, and it's it's just a walk in the park, you know? So yeah, typically I'll throw on a jacket over top, but that's usually because if it is a little breezy outside, or if I feel insecure of my flabby cellulite ridden whale arms. So I am happy that I can wear the clothes that I want now. You know, I can pay all of the stuff I paid for. And yeah, there's things like that, and also like skincare and makeup that that did root back to insecurity, and it's now grown into something that I can do and enjoy, and not do it because I feel like I have to be pretty. Honestly, at that point in my life, I did it for male validation. But that's another story for another time. I definitely let go of the male, yeah, whatever, I'm not talking about that. And yeah, I hope this wasn't too boring. Yeah, I'm just trying to talk about things that I like and that I'm passionate about. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you Friday for another video. I don't know what it's gonna be. Bye. Okay.